Good morning. Welcome to MacBean Scotch Fitness. So today we're going to do some bacon, egg, and lettuce sandwiches. So I got the lettuce I picked from the garden just about 10 minutes ago. I actually moved some dirt back into those grow bags. I could tell the plants were either getting root bound or just needed more soil. So hopefully that's going to fix it. So today, while the bacon is cooking, we will sort out the lettuce and get it washed. And then it's just an egg piece and some toasted bread, and breakfast will be served. So one of my Walmart had these for 50 cents. So I picked one up. You know, can always use it for a take-out party. Don't worry about if you leave it there or not. So coffee first. Hey, thanks for joining in. Good morning. Appreciate you stopping in. So fresh lettuce from the garden. Of course, bacon. Only got a couple eggs. I want to make a trip to the store. During the summer, it's not like the at work listening. Yep, I do a lot of that at second shift. Not like the pre-Charlie 19 days when you had your stores open for 24 hours. They just don't have that anymore. So that eliminates us who are getting off on second shift be able to get food and stuff like that. So kind of an inconvenience, if I say so myself, and I do. Well, hey, Teresa, good morning. Thanks for popping in. Jody Friels, thanks for dropping in. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up, everybody. Help my algorithm and, my self-esteem. So yesterday, if you were following, on my third practice throw, I landed wrong on my ankle, and I twisted it slightly. I didn't know what's cooking. Bacon, lettuce, eggs, and I may have some tomatoes left. I'll have to take a look. Well, first of all, let's get the bacon going. Because it just is not breakfast without bacon. So when I woke up this morning, my ankle was pretty stiff, but going out in the garden, working in the garden a little bit has loosened it up. So at least there's that. When I first got up this morning, I was not moving and grooving very quickly. I was trying to groove, but it wasn't happening. So it's obviously no practice today. And I'm going to have to baby the ankle just a little bit. But that happens. So, when you have injuries, you got to change your routine and make sure you're taking care of it. I will go for a short walk today just to loosen it up. You're going freeze. There we go. Good morning, everybody. Remember, hit the thumbs up. I need that Augie. So I got the bacon cooking. Now I will wash the lettuce. Because I just picked it about 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. So basically what I did, I just kind of pulled them up, and what I'll do is the ones that I think are a little wilted or whatever, not in good shape, I will put in the recycle bucket. And then the other ones I'll keep. Now, leaf lettuce, boy, when it starts to produce, look out. it produces a lot. So and what I'm doing is just, that's my compost bucket. Let me crunch that down a little bit. And what I don't use for the sandwiches will go in salads today. So we do eat pretty healthy here during the summer. Even though I do have that balance of nature, we still try to get as much nutrition from the garden and from regular meals. So yeah, this is like eating good and healthy. I can afford to be kind of wasteful because I have so much of this growing. I literally had to pull it out by the roots around my tomato plants because they were just they were taking too much nutrition away from them. So I had to make some adjustments. So the bacon's cooking. We're sitting there and picking off the prime leaves. The ones that are not so prime, we just recirculate back into Twisted Pixie. Good morning. I got your email. And I'll be getting that sent out to you. And thanks for joining in. And thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. So the nice thing about growing your own veggies is you literally just walk out there and grab them. Got my own little supermarket. It's about 100 feet that way. So moving the soil helped my ankle feel a little bit better. And I'll be able to go to work, which is funny because I had a coworker who decided to jump right into the exercise program, full speed ahead, and he ended up missing 5 days. 3 days of it was work because his legs were so sore that he literally couldn't walk. Arc Wild Man Survival, good morning. Thanks for coming in. So, got the leaf lettuce right from my garden. This is my favorite lettuce. And I can be very picky on my selection because, boy, once this starts to come, it's like, look out. So we always wash it because things live in it. So I hit it with some hot water first, and then we'll rinse it off in the colander, get all the residual dirt, bugs off of it. So what's cooking? Bacon, of course, bacon, lettuce, eggs, sandwiches. And I will have to see how my tomato in the fridge looks. If it looks good enough, we'll add that to the mix. Alrighty. Keep that running there. Got the bacon cooking. Got the lettuce separated. Let's take a look at the extra protein. Let's look at the tomato, see what type of shape it's in. Yeah. The old adage is when in doubt, throw it out. It was on that iffy scenario. Pretty soon I'll have my own tomato plants growing, so that'll make things wonderful. I've got 2 eggs, one for me, one for Mama. I like to toast the bread a little bit just to make it more firm, kind of strengthen it up. I don't know about bread these days, but they don't seem to be as strong. I do keep the bacon grease. I can use that in baking, believe it or not. So I'll be running this out after I'm cooking. All right, turn it off for a reason. Ah, yes. Plates. So I twisted the ankle yesterday on my third throw. And I was even thinking about still practicing. I said, well, come on, that wouldn't be too smart. So remember, this is water. These bottles are resealable. And they make excellent water containers. I have like 6 or 7 of them in the fridge at any given time, and then I refill them up with filtered water. The bacon's cooking. So if you have any questions, so it is twist. It's a little swollen, but you know you stay off it initially, but then you have to walk it out. So I still went to work, although I was moving a little slower than usual. But I kept walking, kept following the forklift and keeping it loose. So when I woke up this morning, it was real stiff. It was like locked in there. Thanks for popping in, everybody. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share, sing out the praises, all that good stuff. I do appreciate you stopping in on your busy day, or even if it's not busy. Hopefully the weather is nice. We're going to have upper 70s, lower 80s today. And mostly sunny. We might have some rain coming through. But I did get a lot of the lawn mowed. So I'm good in that respect. And of course, the garden's going crazy. I did some weeding earlier. And I added a bunch of dirt to my grow bags. So the secret of grow bags is when you get the plants in there, throughout the growing season, you have to keep adding dirt. Hot heat advisory here. Well, yeah, darn Arkansas. Just saying. I've been there. Very hilly, very hot. This is the northern part of it. There's very few states I have not been to. I think Louisiana, Alabama, and Mississippi. I think every one other state I've been to. So, been to Hawaii, been to Alaska, been to Puerto Rico. So, yeah, I think those are the 3 states I have not yet driven through. And if I ever do go visit my niece in Louisiana, well, then I'll probably hit those 3 states on the way down. My parents ended up going to Alabama, made the wrong turn in Atlanta, Georgia. And they call us, so we're in Alabama. I said, well, you're going the wrong direction. If you're trying to get to Illinois, that's not the way to do it. I had to get a map out, tell them how to get back. They got older, they started getting, they started wandering with no direction. So got the bread, have eggs, fresh lettuce, and of course, bacon. Gotta have bacon. Let me see if I can get the ankle up here. I can't really do it that far, but quickly. So swelled this a little bit, not bad. Like I said, doing the work in the garden, loosened it up nice. So I think I'll be able to, almost forgot about you. You gotta be really careful with the second set of toast because the toaster is already warm. So if you wait for it to go through its time, it'll come up rather burnt. By the time to move the bacon around, last night I sat there and grabbed me a nice cold Yingling lager. Went upstairs and had it and relaxed a little bit. But that was just it, just one. I was one and done. It's too bad I didn't have that habit when I was in the service. I'd be a rich man. We got that ready to go. And of course, what do we put on there? You need a sandwich without Miracle Whip on it. Just saying. And we'll wash it down with Fairlife milk. I'm already getting hungry just looking at all this stuff. Once again, if you're in chat and you haven't said hello, please do. Say hello to everybody. All right, yesterday we kind of had a guest celebrity, I guess. We had Vince the lawyer. I did check him out. He looks like he's been on the Howard Stern show a few times. Dan Swift, hello. Are you Dan, the one I'm thinking of? I know Dan Swift. Powerlifter, 10 years older than me. Ex-Marine, Vietnam vet. That's you, let me know. If you just happen to be another person. Yep. Dan, how you doing? I'm going to kind of keep an eye on you. I'm going to probably do another powerlifting meet in December and in January. Right now, I've been kind of concentrating on the discus and keep myself a little bit lean. So Dan is a Marine, Vietnam veteran. Salute to him. And a power lifter. I have had the opportunity and the pleasure to be in a couple competitions with him. And he's 10 years older than me, so it's always a good inspiration. Because as long as I have people who are older than me still in the sport, it lets me know I'm on the right track. Everybody say hello to Dan Swift, Vietnam vet, Marine. Thank you for your service. 76 today. Well, happy birthday. Okay, you're 14 years older than I am. Happy birthday, Dan. Everybody wish Dan a happy birthday. I know him personally, 76 years old. He's a power lifter, Marine veteran, also Vietnam veteran. Awesome individual to know. It's my pleasure to get to meet him. I think the first time, I don't know, Dan, first time we met a powerlifting meet was, what, 10, 15 years ago? You were probably my age. It was either for Doc and Sunlight Power or was it WAP? I forget. So we have these little nutrition chats. Remember, hit that thumbs up, Dan. Yeah, Bloomington, I think. Yeah, well, I know we did that one there, but I know I knew you before that one in Bloomington. That's when you had your one friend. I think you blew his shoulder out that time. That was what, the USPA one, I think. I know WUAPs were either in Peoria. Of course, it did have one in Bloomington, and or like up north, Clairton Hills and things like that. But also, my first one was 2010 in Toccola, Illinois. And that was for Sunlight Power, Dr. Latch. That was my first meet. I won it with a 400-pound bench. And second place was 395, and third place was 390. So it was a really, really close event. Vince Robbins is the one that got me into that. D. Killian, how you doing? Thanks for joining in. Don't forget the thumbs up. Let's keep the party going. Let's keep this party going. So I got the lettuce picked out of the garden, rinsed off. going out there. I think they got a little stale. So let's get it out where I can get it to dry. One more rinse though. Will you rinse them all? Why do you wash your vegetables? Well, even when you pick them in your garden, things have been crawling in them. Trust me. What I'll do is just sprinkle them out here in a towel, let them kind of dry off. Because who wants soggy lettuce? I don't. If you do, I'll save some for you. Yeah, a second. Let me call Mama. Spam risk. No one wants spam. I got the lettuce put out on the tablecloth there, which will dry off. So it's going to be kind of a light breakfast, just one sandwich. This is about 4 or 5 pieces of bacon. 1 cooked jumbo egg. Grandma Bet, how we doing? Remember, hit the thumbs up, everybody. Thanks for joining in. Got a pretty good crowd today. And I'm moving a little bit better. No throw practice today, though. Got to give the ankle a rest. Probably I won't be able to do that until next week. But I can do other things. I can do pull-ups and I can do lift some weights and stuff like that, as long as I'm not using my ankle as too much of a base, which is kind of hard to do because you're on your feet. So, but anyway, remember, nutrition is very important. Also, getting vitamins, minerals. You know, your zinc, your magnesium is very important for building muscle and maintaining muscle. Magnesium is involved in 600 chemical reactions in your body daily. Very important. I'm still benching. Just did a meet in Tulsa, Oklahoma. 330 pounds, single ply. Congratulations. That's awesome. Always be lifted. ADL, always be lifted. Now, you did a raw meet, too, not that long ago. Well, when I say not that long ago, within the last couple of years. So, Dan, you know, he does single ply, but I think you've done a raw meet with me one time. If my memory serves right, which it may not. You never know. Sometimes, you know. Sometimes you feel like it. My last meet I did was in Joliet. Didn't go very well. They overloaded the bar. Just wasn't feeling it. It's the first time I bombed out on a meet. I'm not happy about it, but you live and learn. You reset. You rethink about it. Then you plan for the next one. Otherwise, one I did in Dubuque earlier in the year in March, that was a good time, and I think I did maybe 413 raw. I think about 413 pounds. Well, I was happy with that, and I did one in the winter, UPA out there in Peoria, and I did like 403. So, I'm still happy with the weights. I'm down a little bit, but I think I'm doing well. But other people were they were complaining, and they had said if I was going to sit there and say anything, I said, listen, I'm just going to follow under a life experience. It happens. Move on, move forward. Don't look backwards. You can't change the past, so don't worry about it. Like, don't worry about it. I got it. The bacon, I always do a nice slow cook. I save the bacon grease. My brother-in-law has given me a recipe for flour tortillas, which I'm going to do all these times for breakfast. We'll probably do that on a Saturday, possibly. Who knows? I hit my peak at 63 3. He's using kilos. So for everybody else, that's kilos he's using at 198, or your body weight, single ply. Never give up, yep. So 198.5 kilos would be like 438 pounds. Walk it off, yep, walk it off. And that's what I'm doing, is walking it off. And it helps, because if you don't walk it, then everything just kind of locks in place. So, after I got up this morning, because I was pretty much locked in place all night, yeah, it was real stiff. It was no joy. But once I got out to the garden, shoveled up some stuff, and moved around, it is loosened up where I'll do a walk down the road a little bit. Might maybe see if my neighbor's got eggs, and I'll post that video later. But what it is really nice is now I can do these live streams at home because I have an internet. Woo! So I picked up Starlink. It's working really well, and it's great to be able to actually communicate with the outside world. Before, I'd have a mobile hotspot from AT&T, which out here in the middle of nowhere just was no fun. So as always, nutrition. And I do have the balance of nature, veggies and fruits. All right, remember, supplements are to add to your diet. They are not to replace your diet. People say, well, I don't need to eat vegetables or fruits because I'm taking the balance of nature. No, you still need to eat it. I use a multivitamin as a catch-all. I'm outside a lot, so I really don't need to take vitamin D, although if it's a cloudy day, I will. A lot of vitamin C, that helps you heal. Zinc, magnesium, calcium, potassium, B complexes. Once a week, I take an iron and a vitamin K, but if you are on a blood thinner, be very careful with vitamin K and talk to your doctor first. And then for breathing, I take turmeric and moringa. You just got to read this backwards. And it pretty much got rid of my asthma. Now, the asthma wasn't bad, but it was there. And when I take this, it's pretty much gone completely. Yeah, Dan Swift is definitely one of the icons in the powerlifting here. Been doing it a very long time. Coached a lot of people. You work out there a lot of times at the Dungeon, I believe is the place I see a post, or used to post a lot of stuff. There we go. So Dan, I'm also on, besides this YouTube channel, I have an Instagram channel of the same name, which I just do the short videos. Yeah, there we go. And I do have a Facebook group of the same name. So if you're not already on it, make sure you join it. But YouTube and Instagram are usually the two main ones I'm dealing with. I pop on TikTok every now and then, just listen to some idiots. Now this is water, Dan. I use this as a water bottle because they're resealable. Although with my shift, if I was going to have a beer, this is when I would have to have it. Because I work the afternoon shift. So I got the baking just about done. We'll slap some Miracle Whip on there. Throw it is water. Truthfully is water. Reading the labels, go on everything. You know, I got another thing. No. So I keep about 6 of these in the fridge. I use a filtered water pitcher. And it's better to store water in glass or stainless than it is in plastic. So I try not to have too much in plastic. And your question that, So always staying active. When I can't do heavy lifting, I do hikes and walks, and I'll do yard work. I'll chop down a tree with a hand axe instead of using a power, a chainsaw. I do have chainsaws, but if it's a small job, I'll use an axe or I'll use a hand saw for this exercise. Got weights outside, got weights inside, I got weights down the basement, and then of course I have the gym. So I hope everybody enjoys the little breakfast chats here. The more participation in chat, the easier it goes. It's easier for me to answer questions than just to ramble on. I'm always repurposing things. So another coffee can, empty one I usually use for storing cat food, things like that. In the shed, nails, screws. Always repurpose it. If you can find a use for it, don't throw it away. I always keep yeah. I'm sure you do, Ray. We're talking different six packs. So I carry that too. I mean, I was in Indiana, and they have a beer that I cannot get here in Illinois, Yuengling Traditional Lager. So I had one of these last night. Just one. What's your opinion in quarantine? So that, let me look here real quick. Do they still have that hanging around? I'm going to get rid of it. I got rid of it. I don't use it, Dan. I think Vince gave me a thing of it, and I used it. I didn't really feel anything different. The main thing I use, and everybody's heard me talk about it many, many times, is I use arginine. So the quarantine, I've used it. I just didn't know if it was doing anything for me. I mean, I wouldn't be against it, but really the only GNC type product, and it's an amino, is arginine, and it's great for your cholesterol, your heart health, and your vascular health. And I've been taking that for decades, and I take a lot of it. I take over the recommended dose, and I think it has a little bit to do with why I am as healthy as I am. Obviously, the constant exercise and the vitamins and minerals and a decent diet has a lot to do with that too. But I'm not against it. It's just if it's in my drink or in my protein mix, fine. If it's not, fine. I know when I first got into fitness and that, this stuff was written down like a Bible. I'll have, I knew, at this time I was drinking this protein shake, I was eating this, I was taking these, I had the creatine, the arginine, and the BCAAs, and the ZMAs, and not just regular protein shake, but a different type of protein at night. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's a slower one. So, whey is fast, and then there was I think it started with a C. It'll come to me after it, and I was just religious on it, and I was probably spending $200 a month in just supplements just for the lifting. And I did get results. I mean, I was ripped. But as I gotten older, I've kind of like, okay, I still got like 3 jugs of protein mix and weight gainer I still need to go through. A lot of times it's just given to me when I go to meets. I think the only thing I bought was the weight gainer one time. That's about it. So so if it helps with recovery, it helps. I'm not adverse to it. I'm just not in habit of doing it. And no particular reason. I think I spend more on the vitamins and minerals. Now, I did I was in Peoria last winter, Ernie Littlebrig was there with his brother and dad, and he showed me that all the stuff he takes. I mean, I thought it was ridiculous that I had 10 bottles of vitamins and minerals, where he had 30 bottles. So he's like, I take this for this. I mean, he got down to science, and he gets in for his results. BCAAs during workout, powder in the water. Well, it doesn't hurt. I have BCAAs in my pre-workout for most cases. If I use a pre-workout, I'm usually just buying that Rain. I know it's made by Monster. So I'll have BCAAs in there. I mean, those are just branched chain amino acids, which are in your food. And so I always make sure I eat the food. But like I tell people, supplements are, yep, you're still alive. Staying alive, staying alive. So, but I remember buying a big bottle of BCAAs, these big old horse pills. And I think it helped. I'm just, if I see it and I think it's a good deal, I might do it. Or, my sponsor gives me some, I'll take it. But I try to get as much of the nutrition as I can from food. I mean, here's your best nutrition, the incredible edible egg. All 20 proteins or amino acids in there, and many minerals that you need to stay alive. It's kind of when I was talking about those half-truths. When somebody would make a comment online, if you just initially Googled it, it would sound like, okay, what they said was true until you dug deeper. So one was like, well, I was trying to say, well, exercising doesn't mean that you're going to live long. It's a waste of time. Because this athlete died, this athlete died, and this athlete died, and this athlete died. But then halfway into his presentation, it goes, well, they died because they didn't have enough of a mineral, selenium, that if they had, they would have been fine. So it wasn't their exercise didn't kill them, it was their diet. You can't work out a bad diet. You got to make sure you're getting everything in there. And you're allowing your body to be healthier, you're allowing your body to repair, you're allowing your body to fight off disease. That's like during the Charlie 19, they weren't talking about zinc and vitamin C and vitamin D, and they should have been. They should have been talking about that. That was your best way of surviving it. It's taking, those are the 3 most powerful anti-immunity minerals and vitamins you can take. But they weren't talking about that. They were just trying to make us guinea pigs. In my opinion. I was concerned that they never talked about that. And they should have. All right, so let's get a little Miracle Whip. Time to go. Thanks, Dan, for stopping in. It's a pleasure. Please come back again. Remember to hit the like and subscribe and all that other good stuff. All that YouTube-y stuff. And you have a wonderful day and have a wonderful workout. And I'll keep looking for you on your Facebook post. Everybody say goodbye to happy birthday to Dan. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dan Swift. Happy birthday to you. And that's how you sing happy birthday, right? All righty. Have to get the party started. So now, got our eggs. We use our secret ingredients. Secret ingredients. We got the lettuce dried. Do a couple more flips just to make sure. No one wants soggy lettuce. eat good in the neighborhood. Joni Frill, sing happy birthday. Now, there would be someone to sing happy birthday. I would give it up to the master. If you haven't had a chance to listen to Joni Friel, she does have a channel and she does songs. She actually can sing. Unlike me. So make sure to check her out on that. Always have a great breakfast. So I got the bacon. Now cooking the eggs. And I got the lettuce. So appreciate everybody's thumbs up. I got up to 8. I was hoping to get to 10. But it is what it is. Maybe later on today on the replay. I want everyone to have a wonderful day. And it's time for me to eat. So thanks for joining in once again. We're probably posting a little walkabout video afterwards. And then depending on how my ankle feels after work, maybe another midnight at the pond. Have a great day. Thanks for everybody stopping in. Do appreciate it. Do make sure you hit the thumbs up. And remember, rest, nutrition, proper exercise, and go out and enjoy yourself. Thank you.